Hi, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday's Week in Review. I'm Molly, and I'm sitting in for Karen this week as we kick off September's Aortic Disease Awareness Month. It's a whole month filled with content that we're sharing with you, everything aortic disease. And specifically, we have September 19th is Aortic Dissection Day. So anyway, check out everything aortic cope, and we've got so much to offer, so much to share with you, and there's something to be learned from all of it. So, well, anyway, I'm glad you're here, and I hope you had a nice Labor Day weekend and you were able to wrap up your summer so beautifully. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, for those down under, you're just kicking off your springtime. Um, well, good. Well, here we are. We've got so much to share with you today. Specifically, we got a day late start because, yesterday was the holiday. But glad you're here now, and we'll just get going, right? Right. What do you want to say, Joshua? Do you want to say anything before we get started?
You're doing great. Keep going.
All right, let's just get to it. Well, last Monday was Movement for Movement Monday, shared with you by Joyce Karenbach. And I'm just going to read it for you. Break the cycle. A Movement for Movement Monday check-in. So this graphic is stuck isn't who you are. It's just where you are. I am reading this for the first time, embarrassingly enough, but I've been busy and out of town. So let's just get to it. Do you ever notice how the more you sit, the heavier your body feels and the harder it becomes to get up? That's not weakness or laziness. It's your brain's inertia loop at work. So the science about this is our brains crave consistency. When you stay still, your nervous system signals, this must be what we're supposed to do. Just stay still. And the longer you sit, the deeper the loop. But here's the good news. Motion breaks the loop. Even a 30-second pattern interrupt, like standing to stretch, walking to the window, stepping outside for a breath of fresh air, it tells your brain, we move, time to move. Practical tip here, she says, the next time you feel stuck, don't plan a workout, set a timer for 90 seconds and move your body in any way. March in place, sway, reach up, shake out your arms. It's very small, but it shifts your brain's chemistry and momentum. That's a great tip. That's a really great tip. I like that a lot, Joyce. Thank you for sharing that. It just takes so little to get yourself moving. And the more you do it, the longer you'll be able to do it, hopefully. All right, so here we have our med student, Alvaro. He is sharing Topic Tuesday. And this is all things roller coaster, which is kind of fun. At least it used to be. So he says, welcome back to Topic Tuesday. Today, we're going to tackle a question that many patients ask after going through a major operation. Can I ride roller coasters after heart surgery? First things first, why is this even a question? Heart surgery is a big deal. Whether it's bypass, valve replacement, aortic repair, your chest and cardiovascular system goes through a long healing process. Roller coasters, with their sudden drops, high speeds, and intense G forces, put enormous stress on the heart, blood vessels, and sternum. The breastbone, that's the sternum is the breastbone that's usually cut during open heart surgery. While there are no direct studies on this specific issue, documented cases of traumatic aortic dissection occur immediately after roller coaster rides in individuals with cardiovascular risk factors, such as hypertension, diabetes, or a history of heart surgery. And that is suggested a strong correlation. The rapid acceleration and deceleration experienced on these rides can exert significant strain on the heart and blood vessels. The timeline for recovery. Before you consider any adventurous activities, it's crucial to understand the phases of recovery. So the recovery timeline starts with the early phase. It's 0 to 6 weeks. Your sternum is still healing, and lifting, pulling, or sudden jolts can disrupt this repair. Roller coasters are definitely off limits here. The intermediate phase, 6 to 12 weeks, most patients start cardiac rehab and light physical activity. Walking, stationary cycling, and supervised exercise are encouraged. Roller coasters, nope, still too risky. Beyond 3 to 6 months, if healing is complete, your heart function is stable, and your surgeon clears you, some patients may slowly return to more adventurous activities, but not all rides are equal. Smooth family style roller coasters are very different from the extreme ones with rapid acceleration and those big loop de loops. So, why can they be risky? Think of roller coasters like a stress test on steroids. In just seconds, your body faces high G forces, sudden deceleration or acceleration, and emotional adrenaline surge, which increases your heart rate and blood pressure. For those with mechanical or bioprosthetic valves, aortic grafts, or recent bypass grafts, these forces can be very dangerous. So, is it ever safe? Possibly, but only if it's been at least 1 year since surgery, you've completed cardiac rehab, you have no other complications like angina or your blood pressure's not controlled or arrhythmias, and your cardiologist or surgeon must clear you. If if you have had a mechanical valve or fragile graft, you're still in the healing phase, or you've had complications such as AFib, heart failure, chest pain, avoid it. Just avoid roller coasters altogether. Think of your heart like a newly repaired car engine. Right after a major fix, you wouldn't push it into the racetrack and slam on the gas pedal. You drive it gently, test it on smooth roads, and let the parts settle. Only after months of stable performance and a mechanic's, your doctor's approval, might you take it on a faster ride. That's exactly how it works with heart surgery and roller coasters. So, the bottom line, riding a roller coaster after heart surgery isn't a simple yes or no. It depends on time, healing, and medical clearance. Always check with your heart surgeon or cardiologist before strapping in. For some patients, the thrill can return after months of safe recovery. For others, it's better to enjoy the view from the ground. That's me. And he said that's all for today, Topic Tuesday, and hope it was informative and maybe saved you from a risky ride. Roller coasters. Well, that was a great article. I've had my own personal opinion on that. Why risk it? I mean, there's plenty of other thrills you could do besides a roller coaster, but that's just my 2 cents. And also, the older you get, you shouldn't be on roller coasters anyway. Ah, oh my gosh. Okay, well, that was a great article, and I know it's a big question. I actually thought of it after my surgery, and I just decided without asking anyone that I was not going to be doing roller coasters anymore because I used to enjoy them. I had a good time with them. All right, moving right along. Do you ride roller coasters, Joshua?
I agree with you when you said the older you get, the less you should ride roller coasters.
Yeah, I just save that to the other kids. Plus, it's not even just your heart, it's your neck, your joints, just older you get, it happens. Um, yeah.
Also, just not a big fan of being around giant crowds. There's that.
There's that. There's that, the amusement park scenario. I agree with that. Yeah. Nope. Nope. I'm good. Um, yeah, do we have anyone here today?
It's been a
Anyone?
shy chat today.
Aw, you guys, where are you? It's a lonely place to be right here by myself reading this, but I'm happy to share it. So let's just keep going, Joshua. So Maimonides Aortic Center, in association with Aortic Hope and Aortic Bridge, need you. So this is Maimonides in Brooklyn, and what do we call him? Our resident surgeon, cardiothoracic surgeon, Dr. Ben Udelman. He is a surgeon at this hospital in Brooklyn, and there is a health study, and your help is needed. The Maimonides Aortic Center, in association with Aortic Hope and Aortic Bridge, is recruiting participants for an exciting study about the psychological impact of aortic dissection and aortic aneurysm on survivors of these conditions in our community. If you have participated before, please consider doing so again. It's just, it's not one and done. Every year we ask that you fill this out. This is a great study. It's really important. And Maimonides is committed to enhancing care for those impacted by aortic disease, and your insights are invaluable. Whether you are a patient or have a family history of aortic disease, they invite you to participate in their brief anonymous survey. Anonymous. This survey is part of a multi-year research study aimed at refining care for those affected by aortic disease, and your feedback will help them better understand the impact your diagnosis has on your mental health and your quality of life, and it guides us in improving treatment and services. There is a link. It takes 5 to 15 minutes or so, and share away with everyone and anyone you know who is affected by any of these conditions. Um, Thank you. Yeah, I know I've done it 4 years in a row, and it's a really important study. It's a real quick survey, so it doesn't take long at all. So go in there and get it, and please complete that. So September is Aortic Disease Awareness Month, and every year Aortic Hope has a hope campaign, and this year is the 7th annual, and we're looking for everyone, all aortic hopers and their family, to join us in putting together this video, which I believe, Joshua, you're putting it together to music, and it's what hope looks like. It's it's such a great video, and you get to see all the happy faces, and it is launching on, it will be shown on September 19th. And if you'd like to participate, please email a photo of yourself, your entire family, doctors, medical staff, you and your pet, or you wearing any Aortic Hope swag. That would be great. And send that to info@aortichope.org, and put in the subject line hope. So yeah, that's great. It'll be a great video. We like sharing that. By emailing your photo, please understand that your photo will be used on Aortic Hope's social media platforms, and no compensation will be made. We will accept these photos up until September 14th, and we will show it. It will air on September 19th, which is Aortic Disease Awareness Day. Check out last year's video. Showing it's just fun. It's fun. It's fun to see all the familiar faces or people who you haven't met yet, but the names you know. Yeah, so yeah, I hope everyone gets their photo in on time so we can have a successful video. All right, moving on. Feel Good Friday. It's Labor Day weekend, so of course this was last week, and our very own Nikki says, it's hard to believe that we're already approaching the end of summer. Somehow the days flew by, filled with sunshine, late nights, weekend adventures, and a few much needed slow movement moments. And as we headed into Labor Day weekend, she says she's planning to soak up every bit of it, whether it's a last barbecue sometime by the water or just enjoying an extra day of rest. No pressure, just presence. What did you guys do this? Well, no, Joshua, what did you do this Labor Day weekend? Did you do anything summery and end of summerish?
Oh, not really. Mostly just hung out with friends and whatnot.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
summery.
it was good times.
Yeah, it's a good weekend, no matter where you were. It's interesting though how quickly it all went. I myself went on a long e-bike ride and went to the zoo, the wild animal park. It's so hot still, but we had a good time. It was a good wrap up to the summer. I am looking forward to some more fall-like weather though, for sure. All right, we have a few people joining the Aortic Hope team. And this gal in particular, Daphne Joy, she is the director of Illumination. And that's such a cute picture of Daphne there. We are welcoming her. And Illumination awareness campaigns, they have two goals. It's to raise awareness of a disease and acknowledge those living with or supporting those with the disease, and to remember our loved ones that we've lost due to this disease. Stay tuned for an announcement about Aortic Hope lighting the way to awareness during the entire month of September. Daphne Grant brings 30 years of program management experience to Aortic Hope. She founded and operated the Echo 7 Project. It's a group dedicated to raising awareness for pregnancy and infant loss by illuminating global landmarks in the colors of pink and blue in October. She is proud to bring her illumination skills to Aortic Hope in the wake of losing her mother to aortic dissection. She holds a BA in literature from the University of British Columbia and also holds a Associates of Arts in Exhibition Design and Sculpture. Wow. Plus a certificate in Holocaust education. She's also known globally by her book, Guide to Holocaust Reparations. Having worked in the field of Holocaust studies for decades, Grant is also a prolifically published poet and creates and publishes new recipes. She lives here in Southern California. Please give a very sparkly welcome to Daphne. I am so excited to see just what Daphne is going to bring to us, for us at Aortic Hope. And we will be sharing all that information with you shortly. Very exciting, very exciting. She's very interesting. We also are welcoming Derek Reed. He is our creativity associate. It's a nice picture there of Derek. And his passion for creating videos and other forms of awareness will be very useful in future campaigns. He grew up and lives in Southeast Idaho and is married with two little girls. He had an aortic dissection October 17th of 2022 at the age of only 39 years old, and had an emergency repair, and is happy to say he has had a full recovery. That's great. He enjoys working with a variety of computer programs to create short videos about aortic dissection awareness and disease, and just to name a few. And he truly enjoys spending time with the family, camping, taking trips with the girls. Please welcome Derek. He will be such an asset here with all the content that we provide. And so, yeah, looking forward to see what Derek brings to us, for us. And here we have Natalie Vendries. She hails from Canada, up in Quebec, and she actually is from Prince Edward Island, um, up there near Nova Scotia. But here's Natalie. Oh, she's just so sweet. She is Director of Support Services and Social Media Admin. Um, she will be hosting a French-speaking support group in the near future, as well as helping to translate daily posts into French for those constituents in Canada where French is their native language. We're super excited to have Natalie as Director of Support Services and Social Media Administrator. And she says, bonjour, hi, to each one of you. She says, I'm very excited to be able to volunteer her time and contribute to this wonderful organization led by patients for patients on a journey in the aortic disease universe. I am honored to be involved in the Aortic Hope Canadian team. I feel we have so much to do in our country regarding aortic disease education, resources, support, community, all these things. I have this profound need to contribute and give back to Aortic Hope, as Aortic Hope has been a beacon of light in her life for education, to create connections, to be part of a community, and most of all, to find hope and acceptance. Thank you. Thank you to Karen and other founding members for not only starting this, but also for never letting it down over the years despite the challenges. She is endlessly grateful for your continuous work and dedications. So, a little bit about Natalie. She says she's originally a Quebec girl born in Haiti. She spent most of her life in the province of Quebec before traveling around the world with her husband and two sons, discovering, experiencing many cultures, and homeschooling her two sons. She lived in Asia for a couple of years before moving back to Canada on Prince Edward Island. She used to work as an engineer, project manager, an osteopath, and as the president of nonprofit organization for women's health. Wow, that's quite the resume. Busy, busy. Fast forward to the end of January of 2023. She was in a Zoom meeting and she had a sudden terrible pain. And from there, little did she know how her life was going to change. She had an ambulance ride and doesn't remember much after that. And after an acute type A dissection and later rupture, 9 hours of surgery and 3 days in a coma, bless her heart. She woke up to not having a clue about what happened, and she had never heard of an aortic dissection before, even though her grandmother died from it many, many years ago. She was in Quebec when it all happened, 10 minutes away from the hospital. And she she says she can't imagine if it had happened in the boonies where she lives on Prince Edward Island. It's pretty remote up there. And as soon as she got out of the hospital, she started searching what the heck is an aortic dissection. And it was scary at first. Didn't find much of it in French, which is her native language. And then she found aortic hope. I love it. She says, I was so much in the deepest hole that I believe Aortic Hope saved my life in a way by validating what I was experiencing and educating me. The support I received and still receive is instrumental in keeping my sanity. I found my tribe. The recovery is still hard even after 2.5 years. And I'm also dealing with frequent recurrent pericarditis episodes, which is another no man's land similar to aortic diseases. It's unknown by many, including doctors. But she has her Aortic Hope tribe, which is a community who truly gets it without having to exert herself to explain, a community that welcomes everyone as they are and where they are in their journey. And that is where I want to put my energy, my passion, and all my love. And she's ready to roll. Welcome, Natalie, and very enthusiastic and for lots of good reasons. Wow. We're so fortunate to have her. Yeah, she's just sweet. All right. Survivor Series Saturday. We love it. This is a new one, and we are so excited to have Idali Pollard here join us and tell her story of her aortic dissection. Yeah, check it out. Let's see. She lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and she only had her dissection 3 months ago. She is a self-described thriver. She likes that word, I think, over survivor, but she's a thriver, and you don't want to miss her story. She is very impressive. Talk about impressive resumes. She's very accomplished and interesting woman. You've got to check this out. This Survivor series is really good, and we want you to share your story if you haven't done so already. Please do fill out the form, and if you have shared your story before, we want to know where you are now, how you are now, what are you doing now, and how it went from that initial story to now, and share that with us. We love our Where Are They Now Survivor Series stories. Yes, Idali Pollard, that was very great story. It is Aortic Disease Awareness Month, and ASAP, ASAP, Aortic Disease Awareness Month, ASAP. ASAP stands for Awareness Saves Aortas, period. Learn the signs, share the knowledge, and together we can make a difference. It is Awareness Month. We're teaching, spreading the word, and it's a very busy month with a lot of education and information. A lot of contests and giveaways are sprinkled in throughout the month, so that's kind of fun. And don't forget, starting yesterday, consider turning your Facebook into a sea of red hearts for AD Awareness Month. Get the conversation going about aortic disease and use our profile picture below as yours. Let's see, what do we have? We have multiple live Q&A interactive events with clinicians, survivors. We have bingo, which is fun. We have informative topics that will be shared from Aortic Dissection, the Patient Guide, the Society of Thoracic Surgeons, Cook Medical, and more about aneurysms, valve disease, dissections, pre and post-op information, emotional well-being, connective tissue disorders, so much more, so much more. Big month, very busy month. The Bridge Walk, which is in Brooklyn, it's the Brooklyn Bridge Walk. That is going to be September 27th. and we're going live for that. There's tons of giveaways, contests, and the video, the Hope video, which I mentioned earlier, will feature you and will be unveiled on September 19th. Whew, big month. And just when I thought I was going to wrap it up, we have a special introduction. It's Stephen Freeman. Steve Freeman is our VP, Director of Fundraising. He's a heart rate specialist, a weight loss coach, longevity coach, brain fitness coach, stress management coach, and he was diagnosed with a thoracic aortic aneurysm in June of 2023. He is such an interesting guy, right, Joshua? We like listening to all things Steve Freeman. He has
Love
so much
Coach Steve.
information.
Christina
Yeah.
says hi there. Hi, Christina.
Oh, hi, Christina. Thanks for keeping me
And
company.
that says our VP and Director of Fundraising interviews Coach Stephen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fundraising
Terry did a great job.
interviews. Yes. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Steve is able to bring with his walk walk with Steve moments. Yeah, really looking forward to that. Oh, yeah, like I said, busy month. September, we have yesterday we actually aired the interview with Terry Cook. She's on our board of directors, and she interviewed Steve Freeman. And check that out. It's on AHTV, Aortic Hope's YouTube channel. And today there was a support group meeting. It started at noon Eastern time. And then me. Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have a Canadian support group meeting, and followed by on Thursday at 6 p.m. the Aortic Kitchen, and Chef Rob says we're going nutty, so I'm sure it has all things to do with nuts. Oh, that's funny. I love his themes. He's got so many great recipe ideas. Saturday the 6th, we have a caregiver connection, and we have a new Survivor series featuring Stephen Powell, and that will be a live Survivor series, which we love those so much. So join us for that. Check our events page here, and we could go on and on. The entire month is chock-a-block full. Go on to our website and check out under events and see what we have to bring to you, what we're bringing.
Terry Collins says hi. Hi, Terry Collins. Welcome to chat.
Hi, Terry. How are you? I know you can't talk to me, but you can chat with me. So where are you, Terry? Are you anywhere?
There's a 25-second delay.
Oh, okay, no problem. Well, let's just sit here for a few minutes and then we'll wrap it up and get going and start our day. And yeah. So Terry Collins, I think that's a new name for me anyway. I'm glad that she showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And Christina.
I should be getting a teaser for tonight for a live Survivor series on Saturday.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
So hopefully that'll get recorded this evening, and then we'll show that on Wednesday. We'll air it on Wednesday to start.
Good. That sounds great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the new Survivor stories we have coming in this month. We have a few more, I think, lined up. Cincinnati, Ohio. All right. Well, good. I'm glad how'd you find us? Just curious. I'm glad you're here, and it always helps to have someone to chat with. Oh, well, thank you for showing up, Terry, Christina, you too, and anyone else out there. We're going to wrap it up and say goodbye and wish you a nice September Aortic Disease Awareness Month, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye.